Hey guys, welcome back to Millennial Sales Masters. Today we're going to be talking about a selling strategy on analogies and the power of using analogies. If you are not using analogies and you are in the sales industry, you are definitely missing out on sales. I use analogies. Some of the best sales producers in the world use analogies. We use analogies because we want to convey a selling point to a client, but we want to be able to do it in a way that they can identify with or something they can latch onto. And analogies are very, very powerful. You know, in the vacation ownership timeshare world, you know, when you work in the in-house department, you're trying to sell the client more points. Now they already have points, they already have the product, but you want to convince them they don't have enough, right? And so there's different types of clients you're going to have. You're going to have clients that have a small amount of points, you're going to have clients that have a good size amount of points, you're going to have clients that have a lot of points, and you need to have analogies for every type of client. And whether you're selling cars or you're selling health memberships, whatever you're selling, you need to have analogies for each type of client. And that's a part of becoming a millennial sales master, is being able to have analogies for every situation with every client. So I'll give you an example of an analogy, right? Analogies also should be current, they should be relative, people should be able to relate to them. If you can even isolate an analogy down to what they do for a living or what their hobby is, something that they can latch onto, it's even more powerful, right? So what's one thing that pretty much every human being has today that lives in the 21st century? Well, they all have cell phones, right? And most of them either have a Samsung, or really the majority probably have iPhones. I know I like iPhone. This isn't, you know, an endorsement for iPhone, but I like iPhone. So an analogy that you can use is you can say, if they don't have a lot of points, you can say, hey guys, you know, I love my Apple iPhone, and Apple has a great brand and people trust Apple brand, but if you bought an iPhone with 2 gigabytes of hard drive, would you learn to love your Apple or hate your Apple? And the client's going to get it. They're going to go, yeah, 2 gigabytes. And then have fun with your client and say, guys, you ever watch a video and it won't play, it's still buffering, right? Kind of irritating, right? Well, that's like buying an iPhone with 2 gigabytes. And you can say anything with a smile. No disrespect, but the package you have is like the 2 gigabytes on the Apple iPhone, right? What did that analogy do? It allowed me to tell the client, you don't have enough points, in a way that wasn't going to offend them, but also in a way they can relate to it, because look, we've all bought 8 gigabyte, you know, Apples, 16 gigabyte. Now it's $1,300 for a 500 plus gigabyte hard drive, right? So it's one of those things the client can relate to it. It's a great analogy to get the point across, and it allows them to understand what you're saying in a practical way. So I just want to let you know that if you don't have a lot of analogies, start making analogies. Analogies are powerful and they will help your sales. So if you guys like this video, if this helped you, if understanding the power of analogies is something that you're going to add to your sales tool belt, then what I would say is hit like, subscribe, and comment below.